In today's show, we're taking a look from Mcfarlane Toys, Warhammer 40,000, Astra Militarum, the Commissar. Stay tuned. All right, guys, welcome back to the show. Welcome back to R.P.Animations. I'm your host, Red, and it's good to have you guys back. Today, we're doing the Commissar from Warhammer 40K. Now, before we begin, guys, I do apologize because the figure does come with a card, but when I was taking it out of packaging and I was cutting through the plastic or pulling it out, I ripped the card in half, so I just threw it away, and it just tells a story. But if you go to the Mcfarlane website, you'll see it there. I know, guys, it's poor reviewing, but what do you want me to do? It's I made a mistake, so my apologies. We'll start off with the housekeeping with the Warhammer stand. You get an extra fist, closed fist. Not sure why Mcfarlane didn't throw in another one for the other hand. You get I've seen these around. I think these are like weapons or saws or whatever, but just absolutely amazing, these Warhammers. Look at that. Now, I am not a Warhammer person. God knows I don't play that, just like World of Warcraft, two different things, but I don't do that. I hear this is very huge, a lot of factions in there. But I'm also going to tell you guys that there are dudes in my office that are into that. And there are dudes that not only are into it, but lost their wives because they got divorced because of constantly playing that. And then you get this shotgun, which is fitting for the good commissar. Now, here's the thing. The reason I got this figure, and it'll come up on the screen, I'll put it in there, is because since I am doing the script for the Scorch, and issue number 2, the good Colonel Khrushchev, which you'll see there, is actually has captive in Russia the plague spawn, and he injects himself with the plague spawn symbiote and turned into a version of that. Here's the thing, I'm not really sure what happened to plague spawn. I got to go back, but if any of you know, please share with me in the comments. I really think that the current plague spawn is actually Colonel Khrushchev, and in this case I've got the Commissar, and this is going to be my key figure in my animation. So I want to bring it in because this is a little something different that Mcfarlane did. Um, it's He draped this like a coat. Obviously, it reminds you of the Hugo Boss, you know, German Nazi, and I think that's what they're going for. Even the more KGB type of dress wear, but this is a plastic wrap around the figure, and they glued on like the shield, the gauntlets, the pads here. And overall, it looks cool to be menacing or be a bad guy. Now, I don't know anything about this faction or this guy, so let me know, guys, in the comments below if he's a good guy or a bad guy or he's just a hard ass. But this is what you get, guys. And it's draped all over, so you got to be careful. It feels a little cheap. It's like a vinyl, almost like it's very smooth to give that leather look, like it's a trench coat, but it's not going to get in the way of your animation. And again, guys, I'll put a picture of the Colonel of why I got the Commissar. And so look at the details. The gun flap doesn't open here. Got that there. And this guy's just fitting as one of the main bad guys of the Scorch, if not like so many of them. You've got the Sin Eaters, then you've got the Angels that come down and mess with the Scorch, and then you've got the Viscerator, which happens to be the Violator's sister, who is now after the Scorch because of medieval spawn. Now, I pulled him away, guys, from the scene so I could try to put the gun on his hands. And let's see if that'll work. So, uh, again, as usual, Mcfarlane, I'm not sure what you're doing here, but let's try to get this particular gun in his hands. And I said this comment before and I keep saying it. When I was a kid playing with G.I. Joes and putting on guns and taking them off, it was never this difficult. I don't understand what's happening with these figures today. So guys, it looks like I'm gonna have to heat up the hand so we can get these weapons on. So I will be right back. And we're back. And you know, guys, it's starting to get real stupid that every time you want to do these videos and you want to, let me put on my desk lamp back on again, my apologies. You know, you want to do these videos and you want to get these things done that you have to heat up hands. It's just so plain stupid. But again, that's just me. So here's what the weapon looks like in his hands. You guys can see there, you got that saw there in his hands. And again, this is what it looks like. And then after all that hard work, I got to take off this hand. I'm going to do right now, or it came off. And let's go ahead and put his fist hand, which came off real easily. Let's put that in there. I don't know if this was easier to make by putting this fabric on him. And I noticed lately a lot of the Warhammers are coming with fabric capes and things like that. So if you're a Warhammer collector, I'm sure you're collecting Hayatoy ones, probably not Mcfarlane if you are. I did see a stop video today, a stop motion video somebody did, where it actually looked good because they took the Gene Stealers creature from Mcfarlane, which is bigger than the soldiers, and I guess they are bigger in the gameplay or the monsters, fighting against the Hayatoy, which is about 1/18, which is smaller, and it looked really good. It looked, you know, these monsters towering over these soldiers as they're shooting at them. But so far, this is what the Commissar looks like, or Colonel. I'll take off this axe thing here, or the saw thing, and we'll take a look. More details there. Look, they even gave him the shadow. Total hard ass. You know, when you kind of look at him, he kind of looks like that actor that plays the Punisher. I forgot his name now. You know, look at him. Kind of looks like him. But anyways, let's take a look at the articulation. The head goes side to side, up, down. No problem with the shoulders. I don't know if you're getting a swivel or not, but this is what you're going to get. You do get that articulation there. The waist is there, but you don't want to break this fabric, guys. Now, you want to get some kicks out of your soldiers. There it is. This is as far as you go. Is it double pinned at knees? Yes, it is. You know, for this one here, Mcfarlane sculpted the boot. Unlike when I did the review of the Red Hood, he had that ball bearing that he used to use at the beginning, which is terrible. So overall, it's a good figure, guys. You'll get a lot of mobility. You'll get a lot, even if you don't use it in your Scorch or your DC. And if you're doing Warhammer stuff, I guess this guy can lead whatever faction he leads. Again, guys, you educate me. I don't know anything about Warhammer. I don't own any Warhammer or into any faction. Uh, Again, I'd probably be on this guy's side because it looks like he's hard ass and you know, keeps his factions in line. But again, I could be wrong. But let me know if you are into it. Share with me, educate me, let me know. So if you like today's video, guys, don't forget to hit the like, hit the bell, get notified, word of mouth, share it, and last but not least, guys, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much to everyone. It's good to be back. Needed that long break from that vacation I took. And now we're back to getting this going. I did finish already, guys, about 4 scripts of the issues. I'm working on script number 5 and 6 for the Scorch. So this is why I got the good kernel here. So with that said, like I said, guys, don't forget to subscribe and share with me. We're done. And me and the Colonel or the Commissar, whichever one you want to go with, we're done and we are